Well, hello there, YouTube. Today is Monday, January 19th. I think my wife mentioned last night that today was President's Day. So I work from home, but I work remote for a company. And I happened to go up to my office and I had the calendar, the holiday calendar printed out. So I looked at it, and sure enough, President's Day is a holiday for our company. So, you know, in the past, if I didn't have this thing printed out, man, I'm working all the holidays that I didn't know were holidays. And I work remote, so I'm the only one that works on holidays. So I've learned to print that thing out and kind of watch it. And, you know, if it's a holiday, I don't want to be the only one working, so I took off today. So I'm out for a ride. It's warm, but really windy and cloudy, which is okay. It's still warm. It's not raining. We might have some showers, so I got some rain gear if I need it. But I love it. I'm off for another ride today. Anyway, bye. Oh Lord. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, it's like Amarillo windy out here. I was going with the wind behind me, but now it's broadsiding me from the left. And it usually doesn't affect my trike much, but holy crap. It's like blowing me like crazy, even on the trike. I mean, I don't remember that since like my wife and I were, I think we went to that Paladura Canyon or whatever, up north in Lubbock and Amarillo. It was like 60-mile-an-hour wind and it's hitting us broadsided, and our helmets were just going poof, poof. You know, just you couldn't even hold your head straight and it hurt your neck. It was so windy. But I don't know why we're having so much wind lately. I mean, it's pretty much windy all the time now. Maybe it's just winter, January or February, that kind of thing. But holy crap, it is windy. It's kind of hitting me from the back again, but I was going that way and it was hitting me broadside. It's amazing how much wind. I mean, you can see how it would be so windy enough that it would blow a semi-trailer over sideways with that much wind. Anyway, bye. You know, talk about this wind and weather. My wife and I travel quite a bit, but we take one great big trip a year on this thing. And 2 years ago, excuse me, sorry, I had the cough, but 2 years ago, we did Zion, Bryce, North Rim, South Rim of the Grand Canyon. And we met some people in Zion. They were on a bus tour, and we were stopped at some overlook, and they pulled over, and the really nice people were just talking to us about, you know, our Goldwing and all that good stuff. And they were telling us they just came from Bryce, and they said you got to see it. So we took a ride up to Bryce National Canyon, I guess. And up there is where we hit rain, snow, sleet, and hail. I mean, a hailstorm all up in that one area. So when you travel, man, we take enough riding gear that will get us through any kind of, you know, adverse weather. I mean, it can be extreme cold, it can be rain, snow, sleet. So I pull a trailer, so we have all the riding gear in there, so we can stop and gear up for pretty much anything. And you have to be ready for pretty much anything when you travel. But this year we're going to head up, we're going to do something different. Typically we go out west, you know, New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, and all that kind of stuff. So my wife and I are both originally from Illinois. we were high school sweethearts, and we moved to Texas in 1985. We were in our early 20s. I was actually 25 when I moved here. She was maybe 22 or 23. But anyway, we're going to head back up to Illinois. We've been there, we haven't been back in several years. So we're going to ride the bike up there in June. And I know we'll always hit weather going up that way because, you know, you hit thunderstorms and pretty much anything in that area. But we're going to do the head up. We're going to go through Branson and maybe spend the night there and just kind of hang out and maybe see a show. Then we're going to do the Ozarks. We're going to go up, and I've never been to the Ozarks. I mean, heck, we're from not too far from there, or, you know, a couple hours from there. Anyway, we're from there. And so we're going to do the Ozarks, kind of ride around that area a little bit, and then head over to Illinois, where we're from, and visit family. My uncle's getting up there, and I haven't seen him in a long time since we were back, and he's getting up there, so I want to make sure I get back and spend some time with him. And I still have brother, niece. My wife's side has brother, sister, nieces and nephews, so we still have a lot of family up there. So we try and get back every so often, but this will be the first time I actually take the bike up to Illinois, and we'll pull a trailer. I love that kind of stuff. My wife goes with me, but she has anxiety thinking about it. It's not one of her favorite things to do, but once she's on the trip, she's enjoying it. But just thinking about it beforehand, man, me thinking about it beforehand, I just get excited and can't wait. I just love traveling on this thing. That's all I do. I mean, I got almost 60,500 miles on it, and they're all highway miles. I never ride around town, or very rarely ever ride around town. I might take the bike over to shoot a minor league baseball game, that kind of thing. But that's it. And, you know, I pretty much get on the highway and travel. I never get on interstates. Every now and then I will if there's no traffic on a holiday or something, but I usually ride these kinds of highways, which is not a big highway. But anyway, bye. I turned on my GoPro again. There's a ranch up here that used to be for sale maybe several years ago, and I stopped and looked at it, and I actually pulled it up online. It's like it was $10 million. But look at the size of that place out there. The house is huge, and there's people that live on the ranch in different houses that work the ranch. But I think it's an exotic hunting kind of place. You can see back there, that house is huge right back there. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the entrance to the ranch right here. Here's a ranch hand. Look right here. Look at the entrance to that ranch. But anyway, I looked it up online, and it was like a $10 million house, and they had like a tour online of the house, and it had a walk-in refrigerator that was probably bigger than my entire downstairs of my house. Because apparently they would invite or charge hunters, you know, like maybe 10, 15 at a time. Probably charge them thousands of dollars, and they'd put them up in their house. Apparently they have lodging in the house, and they had obviously they have a chef, because they got a walk-in refrigerator that's probably, you know, 10,000 square feet. So it was really cool. But I remember that house was for sale. It's not anymore, so somebody bought it or they just kept it. But I think it was like 10,000 acres too, something like that. And $10 million, so pretty cool though. I mean, even if I was a gazillionaire, I couldn't buy it, because I wouldn't want it, because it would just be a waste of land, actually, and exotic animals out there. I'm not a hunter. Anyway, bye. I thought that was cool. Bye. Oh, gotta close my shield. This is Lametta, Texas. Look at this old town. How cool is that? I always say that. I was still looking for those windmills, and it's too windy to ride, let alone fly. But yep, there's this guy. I'm gonna let him go. He was behind me. It's a really cool old 1800s post office down that way that I've done on the videos before. Look at this old town. I think it's 581. Keep going straight. So let me see if that's... Don't think that's where I found anything. I love these old towns. Don't know where this leads me. Anyway, bye. Oh my lord. You wouldn't believe this wind. Let me get behind these, from behind these trees. It's gotta be 50-mile-an-hour gust. I'm heading home. It's just way too windy. Lift my shield up a little bit. You can see, you can hear it. I mean, I have a trike and it doesn't normally affect it, but lord, it's so strong. Nothing's major yet, but maybe I'm behind a brake. Anyway, really windy out here. Ungodly amounts of wind. You can see turn my GoPro back on, just so you can see my head jerking from the strong gust of wind. I don't know if you can. I got my head to close my shield because it blowed my visor right off the helmet and break it, so I had to close it. Ungodly amounts of wind. So I'm heading home. This is enough. Beautiful weather, but I mean, it's 80 degrees now, but oh my lord, this wind is like, ugh. Here we go, wide open space right there. Oh lord. And my helmet's even bouncing on my head. It's kind of like oh, what do you call it? Vertigo. Helmet's bouncing around. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. See my helmet? My head jerked from the wind. I can't even hold my head straight. This is ridiculous. Holy shit. Sorry, I don't usually swear on my videos, but lord,